Hi everyone, Nevada Nail Person. So today I'm going to be sharing the products that I used in my makeup basket this past week. Today is Saturday, February 18th, and if you hear anything in the background, there's a steady rain happening here in Vegas, which we're just not used to. So just FYI if you hear anything. So I think I'm going to do more of an abbreviated share of what I used in the past week. Because some of the products have been consistent, and yet some are some newer things and I'm really happy with it. So I think I'm going to do that this week. So first off, let's start with this, because this has really blown me away. This is the Neutrogena Hydroboost, and it's called a hydrating tint, and it has hyaluronic acid, and it is in the shade Classic Ivory. Now this product, I'm really liking it. I feel like when you apply it, it does provide that moisture which I'm seeking. And the only major downside I could say to this is the color range. Especially in the lighter shades, they lean more pink. So if you have yellow undertones like I do, it's kind of difficult to find the right shade. So the only one that appeared to have any warmer tone was the lightest shade. So I thought if anything I could mix in something to make it maybe a half shade darker. But I'm just getting away with it as is, because it's just a sheer to maybe light coverage, so you could still see some of my age spots and freckly parts of my face. So it is a light, sheer to light coverage, but I'm very impressed with the hydration aspect of this, and it's just really nice. It has this funky little doe foot, which, okay, but and you can see right there it's kind of darker in the bottle, so I think it does deepen up a little, but it still appears very light in the bottle. But loving this. Kind of costly too, so if you're interested in trying this out, I would say get that CVS 20% off coupon if you can. But I'm really liking this. Another face product I've been liking is the Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder, and I have translucent light. And this is an excellent product. I really feel like it sets down that Neutrogena foundation tint, whatever they call it. And the thing I like about this is I don't really love loose powders, but this one has its own little closure where it keeps it nice and secure. So I'm really liking the effect of this powder along with the packaging, so it's a win-win for me. So I've been very happy. I've been using this the past week and really happy with its setting ability. It doesn't look like there's much in the pot itself, but it's 0.35 ounces, 10 grams. But really liking this, and it does its job. So excellent. Another face product from Tarte. This is the Clean Slate Timeless Smoothing Primer. I might have mentioned this before, but I've been really dipping into it, and it's just a potted primer, a smoothing primer, so it's a little bit thicker consistency, and I do hydrate well with my daytime routine of moisturizers and whatnot. So I just apply some in this area right here just to kind of smooth things down, and I'm liking that. Let's see, another face product. Let's go with an old goodie. So this is an old product, but I pulled it out and I questioned myself, why did I ever put it away? This is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and I have it in light bronze. And I love this product. It's just such a nice bronzer. Now, whatever I put on, it automatically, I pull a warmer tone. So it is slightly cooler for a bronzer, but it's such a pretty bronzer. And a sheer bronzer, so it just gives you that little hint of color. So that's what I kind of use in the perimeter in my face, and yeah, I love the smell. but it's such a great little winter bronzer, if you will. It's nothing too deep, it's buildable, and I really like this product, so why did I ever put it away? So, love that. Additionally, for the face, I pulled out, this is a Tarte blush, and I'm a big fan of Tarte blushes. I have plenty of Tarte blushes, but this happens to be the one that I got in an Ulta samples bag, and this is in the shade Seduce. And I figured it would be a nice neutral shade for this week, and it's kind of like a brownie rose type of shade. So there you go. So I thought it would be neutral enough for this week, and I have a little bit on. But I have some redness today, so I don't think it's showing. See, I have red there. So I have just some here. So, like Tarte blushes, they last a long time, and this is nice and neutral. So, Seduce from Tarte, and it's their Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush. For mascara, I pulled out the Benefit They're Real. So I'm going through, I have a little tub of mascaras over there. And I just pull one out every week so I could use them and remind myself what I like, so I could go through them as well. So I've never been the biggest fan of this mascara, simply because the brush is so large. So it's hard for me to get in there with my tiny little lashes, and plus it has this little torture device on the end. So I tend to use that more to kind of separate my lashes, but I'm not the biggest fan of this particular product, but still using it up. For face, I have another product, and this kind of blew me away too. I don't know why I never used it. This is from Stila. It's the Starlight Star Bright Highlighting Palette. And I did get this during the holidays, so I don't think this is still available. But I do know that they did release this product in singles, like larger single pans. And it's these highlighters that have this really kind of funky texture. Oh, I really dug into that one. So we have Transcendence, Kitten, and Bronze. And these are such unique highlighters. They really provide that shimmer. Not a shimmer, let me take that back, a glow. So let me just show you. It's really not glittery at all. It's just a nice shimmer. Glow. I keep saying shimmer. Glow. So that's the lightest, so it's hard to see. Let me swatch Kitten, which is a famous shade from Stila. So this is Kitten. Look at that glow. See what I mean? It just gives you that beautiful glow. So impressed with this. And then there's Bronze, which is probably a little bit too deep for me. But I guess I could use it on my parameter, but it is kind of shimmery for a bronze. So Kitten is really the one I've gravitated towards, and I have a little bit on my cheek. And this type of highlight is the perfect everyday, I would say, highlighter for the office women out there. It does give you some glow, but you're not a bam wham shining to Mars. Even though we want that, you want to tone it down maybe a little bit during the day. So I think it just gives you a nice little glow. So check these out. I would say swatch them first, because they do have this odd type of texture. See how, like, if I press in, it's kind of like ColourPop-ish, kind of. So they're kind of, they feel wet, but they're not really wet. So really do like these, and I would say check them out, especially if Sephora's going to have their 20% off sale hopefully soon. So for eyes, this week I used the Viseart Professional Makeup Theory palette, and it's in the range Minx. And I received this in my lucky bag from Beautylish. So it's just 6 shadows, 3 shimmers, 3 mattes. And my thought on these products is, well, I think I'm leaning towards matte shadows lately, but you do have some great shades. Let me try to get something going here. So that's the shimmery ones, and you can see they're beautiful. And let's see if I can do the mattes. Now mind you, I just had on the shimmery ones. So overall, I did enjoy using this palette. It's a very neutral palette where you can warm it up if you want to with these shades, but it's a great everyday look, if you will. So that's what I had. I just had a nice everyday look every day. Today I just have on this shade, this shade, this shade, and a little bit of this in the corner. They're not named anything, but just a simple look, smoky eye, if you will, basically with this shade. I do like it, but I think they're a tad pricey. I don't know if I would recommend it because I think it's $50 around that price point just for this little tiny palette. So for $50 you could certainly get a Too Faced or a Naked palette and have a nice wide range of good quality shadows. And yes, they're good quality, but again, it's a small little palette for that price point. I also think there's a little bit of, and I'll say it, a little bit of YouTube hype on these shadows. They're good, not denying that, but I don't think I would wipe out my entire collection for just these Viseart shadows. So, just saying. So that's what I wore on my eyes basically this week. And then just to feature a product that I grabbed for a lot, this is the Kat Von D Shade and Light brush. So it came out with her Shade and Light palette, but I've been using it for my bronzer on this side and the blush on the other side, and just loving this brush. It's nice and soft, and it is synthetic, but it does the job. It's great, great, great brush. So I just wanted to feature one of my tools as well. And then setting the face down, I've been using the Farmacy Skin Dew Hydrating Essence Mist and Setting Spray. So of course I'm transferring this from the larger bottle that just gets all over the place. So I wouldn't recommend it as a product unless you really like it and have a different spray bottle. So it smells nice and refreshing, kind of herbally, and really do like it. And then finally for lips, just one quick product. I pulled out the MAC, and this is the Selena lipstick, and it's more purple in person than on camera. And this is the Amor Prohibido lipstick, and it's what I have on now real quick. And it's a glaze formula, so it's more like a non-sticky lip gloss. So that's what it looks like. So nice and hydrating, so I would just pull this out and just throw it on, which is great. I love having lipsticks like that. So that is it. If you have any questions, let me know. Please subscribe. I'll leave the bubble up here and feature last week's makeup basket video as well. So I will talk to you soon.